Yo, K-Pace Guy here. So this video is very unexpected. Didn't think I was gonna make a video about this, but I'm struggling. So the PB4000s, I wanted to make a video today about this, just have them playing and hear what they sound like in the room. And I guess I can still kind of do that. I'm having an issue that I'm sure a lot of people actually have. Right now, I'm battling this knoll that is actually in my listening position that I primarily sit in. And I'm playing a few songs, just having some music play that I'm familiar with, and I'm hearing a lot of issues with bass, with my low notes. My mid range, it sounds really good. It sounds really crisp, really clear. But when it comes to really low notes that these subs are made for, there is absolutely none of it in my listening position. So I've been playing around with different positions with the subwoofer, not this currently. It was straighter than that, but I'm actually moving it again now. But I've moved this one from where it was before here to here just to see if there's any difference in sound. And believe it or not, there is. I actually got a little bit more low notes when I moved it from this spot to this spot here, but it's so big that it kind of makes no sense to be here. So you're battling sound versus aesthetics as far as what looks good with a big black box in your room. I really wish that I had thought about this harder and got the PC 4000s. The cylinder version of the speaker has no difference in properties other than being a cylinder opposed to a box, a rectangle, what we want to call it. It's much easier to place, and it would have been perfect sitting right here and could have the other one sitting over there next to the towers. But I have them, well, I have one stuffed in the corner and I have one currently without a home. Now, in my listening position, my issue that I'm having again is low notes. And when I turn off one subwoofer, I actually get more low notes than I would, because not only am I dealing with a null, I'm also dealing with phase issues. So I'm trying to play a polarity and positive and negative, trying to figure out which sounds the best. And one on positive and one on negative is the best so far, but I'm still not getting low notes. When I have the wrong polarity, I don't have any high, or I should say mid-range notes or low notes, but when I have it one positive, one negative, I'm having a little bit more success. So what I'm gonna do, I really wanna do the subwoofer crawl, which is to put your subwoofer in your listening position and kind of walk around the room and see where it sounds best. But they're so big that I'm not sure that I'm gonna be able to get it onto the couch to listen to. So I may have to move the couch completely and put the sub in that spot and have a listen. It's getting so serious to the point where I'm almost thinking about rearranging the whole theater. So everything would flip. So the couch would go to this wall, and then the TV would go to where the couch is. And the reason why I'm thinking about doing that is because it gives me this whole entire wall to work with for my speakers and my subs. So I could keep both subs in the corners, or I could have them facing towards me on the wall and still have a lot of wall space, and then people can still walk through the hallway when they come in the door. That's what I might do. I'm not sure, but it's really been on my mind. The reason why I don't want to do it is because then I gotta take all the wires out and rewire it around the room, which wouldn't be too hard. It's just tedious. But you know, I'm down to do it if it means better sound, but I'm trying to see what I can do with my setup now before I have to go to those extreme measures. I kind of wanted to put this subwoofer that's in the corner up here somewhere. I'm not sure how bad that would look and how hard it would be to be behind the door. Not a good idea. And people might hit it opening the door. I won't, because I know it's there, but people who come in don't know. So I'm really struggling with this one. These PB4000s are really big, and placement issues are really hard when it comes to a big subwoofer. So I did take off the L shape of my desk here, so I may stick it back there again and kind of move the desk over. Not really sure. I really feel like I'm going to end up changing the whole theater and flipping it around, and I think I may find more benefits to that than not. So that might be a future video. I'm not sure. I don't want to do it, but I might have to, just for the sake of having good sound. I love sound, and I want my sound system to sound the best. And if that means changing things, it means changing things. So you spend all this money to have a good sound system, you got to calibrate it and make it work. So I've been on here, you guys can see, trying to play with settings. I've been turning subwoofers on and off. I've played with the distance, I actually realized, I didn't realize this till today, that my distance for the subs were set up so terribly by YPOW. It had my left subwoofer, which was this one that was sitting over here. It had it about 20 feet almost away from me. And that's double how far it actually is. It's about 9 feet, maybe 10 feet away from me at max. It had it at 17.8. So that was way too far. I was hoping maybe when I turned that down it would fix. And I went ahead and fixed the other subwoofer. It was not as bad, but it was a little too far away. It was at 10 feet, and it's more so 7, maybe 6. So I fixed that, but it did well with my floor standing speakers and my bookshelves and my surround sounds. It did that really, really well in my center channel. But I've gone through and played with the settings here and played songs that I'm familiar with to try to figure out what I'm going to do. But it really just seems like I'm going to have to go ahead and just break down the home theater and rewire it. And that's not going to happen anytime soon. I have 5 straight days of work. I work today, I work tomorrow, I work Thursday, I work Friday, I work Saturday, I work Sunday. But I think I'm off Monday and Tuesday, so that's usually when I pop up a video. So by then, I probably will change the system up, change the theater up, trying to figure out what I want to do with everything. I'm not sure. It's just really hard whenever your subs are as huge as your room. So I will say this really quickly before I get off the video here. Having 2 subs is still the way to go. Dual subs is still the way to go. Even though I told you when I had 1 sub playing, I had better bass response. It was only because my subs are out of phase right now and they're not in good placement. When you find the sweetest placement, your subs will blow you away. No matter what sub you have right now, if you have a little 8-inch, if you get 2 8-inches, you're upgrading your dB, 3 dBs, maybe even more, maybe 6 dBs. Depending on your room acoustics, you get a smoother response. You're able to, man, it's just so nice. And even though my subs aren't doing, or they're doing what they're supposed to, but even though I'm not hearing what I'm supposed to be hearing, there are times in music, especially in acoustic music, classical music, a little bit of jazz, they sound so sweet and smooth. So sweet and smooth. So I'm really eager to get my system to where it needs to be. So stay tuned for more, guys. I may or may not have it in this layout next time you see me. I don't know. I may change it now. I got work at 7 a.m., so I'm not sure, but stay tuned. Take notes, guys. I'm a living example here that even though I know a lot about home theater and I know a lot about music and I've been telling you guys how to do this and do that and set up this, I still have my own system to calibrate and set up as well. And that's what I'm spending my whole night doing. You're never done. You are never done. So if you guys like this video and found it informative, why not leave a like on it, leave a comment if you guys have any suggestions for me, or if you have any questions for me, or maybe if you've gone through this before and you know the answer to my problems, let me know down in the comments below. Like this video if you like this video. Like if you like the video. And think about subscribing. Stay tuned for more. Got a lot of special sweet things for you guys on the channel, so make sure you're tuned in for that. K-Pace Guy out.